Hello friends, welcome to Technique, and this is Nirmal here, and in this video we're going to do the detailed review of the new Micromax Canvas Infinity. So Micromax Canvas Infinity is one of those devices which comes with 18:9 aspect ratio. It has a 5.7-inch HD display with a 720p by 1440 pixel resolution. That's first of its kind in the sub 10k price point. The other device, which is almost close to the Micromax Canvas Infinity, is almost 50% costlier, the LG Q6, which is priced 15k. So in this video we'll talk about the pros and cons of this device and see how good the device is for the price of 10k. So before we go into the detailed aspects, let's quickly have a look at the specifications offered. It has a 5.7-inch HD display, 18:9 aspect ratio. It's powered by the Snapdragon 425 quad-core chipset, 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of storage, 13 megapixel rear camera, LED flash, and a front-facing 16 megapixel camera, again with an LED flash, a 2900 mAh battery, Android 7.1.2, and you get a metal unibody construction. So now let's go into the detailed aspects. So first up, let's have a look at the design and build quality. So design wise, the Micromax Canvas Infinity is a good looking device out there. There are some resemblance to the Redmi Note 4 in terms of the rear panel, but overall it comes with a good design which is quite attractive for this price segment. Now it has a removable back panel, but it does come with a metallic construction. It is a metal rear panel, but the sides of the device do come with a plastic finishing. But overall the build quality looks quite good for a phone in this price segment. On the rear panel, you could see the 13 megapixel camera, LED flash, the fingerprint scanner, and the Micromax logo and the speaker unit located below it. The back panel is removable, and once you remove the back panel, you get to see the dual SIM cards and micro SD card expansion slots. And on the top panel, we have this 3.5mm audio jack. Bottom panel houses the charging slot, the micro USB charging slot, and on the right side, you can see the power and volume keys, and there are no openings or slots on the left side. So that was the design aspect, and on the front panel you get to see the beautiful 18:9 aspect ratio display. It's a 5.57-inch HD display. Micromax calls this display the full vision infinite display, and on the top you get to see the camera and the LED flash. Below you can see the on-screen navigational buttons. So overall the design and build quality feels quite good for a phone in this price segment. So that was the design aspect, and overall it feels quite good, and the build quality is also pretty good for a phone in this price segment. Now let's talk about the main aspect, the display. So this phone comes with a 5.7-inch HD display. It's a 720p display, but the resolution of the display is 1440 by 720p. That means it's an 18:9 aspect ratio, and that's one of the important aspects of this device. The display is in full vision infinite display. That means you get additional screen space, and this is one of the really good displays for immersive multimedia consumption, and especially for watching movies, gaming, etc. This device comes with a really good display. The color quality and sharpness levels of the display looks quite good. It is a crisp and vivid display. Even though it's an HD panel, it provides some really good experience all around. The outdoor visibility of the display is quite acceptable. In bright sunlight, the visibility is acceptable. The brightness levels of the display could have been a tad better, but overall it feels quite good. It also gets 2.5D curved glass on the display, and the touch response also feels quite smooth. So overall the display feels quite good on the Micromax Canvas Infinity, and definitely it's a treat to use with the 18:9 aspect ratio. Now let's talk about the software. So this is one of those few devices in the sub 10k price point which comes with Android 7.1.2. That's the latest version of Android, and this comes with 3GB RAM and 32GB storage. Now you could see the software is quite different from the stock Android. You get multiple home screens, and there are some resemblance to the iOS in terms of the icons and app implementation. And if you go to the settings panel, you get to see a plethora of options included, like performance optimization is there. Then you get a smart action wherein you get double tap to wake, double tap to sleep, flip to mute, and a few other options included. And there are some gestures also supported for opening of camera, music, and phone. And there is also one-handed UI included, and you also get to customize the navigational bar. You can make the back and the multitasking button change to right or left, and you get 3 finger screenshot. So these are some really useful tools included, and the UI feels quite good. It does not come with an app drawer, but it does come with multiple home screens. And one thing what we noticed about the software is some push notification from the App Center. So there is an app called App Center in which is pre-installed on this device, which cannot be uninstalled, and this App Center pushes some notifications here and there, which can be annoying at times. And also we found that it did install a couple of games by its own. We never allowed it to install, but it did install some games like the Spider-Man by default. We're not really sure how it does that, but that could be annoying at times. And there are a couple of games pre-installed and some apps also pre-installed, which could have been avoided. Now the phone also comes with support for themes. That's something really good. It comes with a lot of themes and icon packs included, so you can virtually customize that device for your liking. So overall the software feels quite good, but some couple of things which could be fixed, and one of them is the App Center issue. Another important aspect of the phone is that Micromax is promising Android Audio for this device. So when the Android O update is available, it should be rolled out to the Micromax Canvas Infinity as well. So that's something really good, because most of the Micromax smartphones in the budget segment never got an update. So that's something really Micromax is intending to change here. Now let's talk about the performance. So this phone is powered by the Snapdragon 425 quad-core chipset. So in day-to-day tasks, the device performed pretty well with the 3GB RAM. There was hardly any issues in terms of the lagginess, and it was quite responsive. But when you push harder for heavy multitasking or heavy gaming, that's where you could see a lot of frame skips happening. The overall gaming performance of the device was not that great. You could see a lot of lag happening in gaming, and it would be best if you play the games in medium graphic settings or low graphic settings, and it is ideally suited for casual games like the Subway Surfers or Temple Run, and not suited for heavy gaming, probably because of the Snapdragon 425. It's not really a powerful chipset in this price segment. Now talking about the fingerprint scanner. So the fingerprint scanner is located on the rear panel, and it does a really good job in unlocking the device. It may not be the fastest out there, but it is quite accurate, and we did not see any major issues with the fingerprint scanner. Now talking about the other aspect, the call quality and the speaker performance looked quite good, and there is no major issues in terms of the call quality. And this phone does come with dual SIM cards and dedicated SD cards, so that's another good thing about the phone. Now let's talk about the cameras. So we have a 13 megapixel rear camera on this device, along with LED flash and f-stop 2.0, and it also comes with a 16 megapixel front facing camera. The camera UI we mentioned in our detailed camera review as well. The camera UI feels quite good, refreshing UI, does come with all the features, and Micromax has done a good job with the UI altogether. Now talking about the camera performance, so this is one area where we were pretty impressed with the camera performance. The Micromax Canvas Infinity with the 13 megapixel should have provided some really good results. We're not saying that the camera is a perfect one, but considering the pricing of 10K, the camera performed pretty well, and Micromax has done a good job with the camera optimization, and the overall performance looked pretty good both in daylight conditions and also low light conditions. The overall performance was quite acceptable. Also the selfie camera, that's one area where the Micromax Canvas Infinity shines, and the selfie camera is probably the best selfie camera in the sub 10K price point, and does a really good job with low light selfies as well, and there is also HDR mode in the selfie camera. So overall the camera package, 13 megapixel rear camera and the 16 megapixel front facing camera, did a good job altogether considering the pricing it is being offered at. We haven't seen any major smartphone in the sub 10K price point with really great camera, and Micromax is intending to change that in the sub 10K price point. You can also have a look at our detailed camera review. We have uploaded the camera review on our channel, so you can have a look at that for more samples and detailed performance. Now let's talk about the battery. So this phone comes with a 2900 mAh battery, and the battery performance was quite adequate for a day-to-day usage, and we could get almost 3 to 3.5 hours of screen on time. That's the maximum we got, and 1 day of usage is you can get 1 day of usage with the battery. It may not be a stellar performer in terms of the battery life, but you get 1 day of battery life with the Micromax Canvas Infinity. Now another important aspect of the Micromax Canvas Infinity is the service center. Now Micromax is offering 24-hour replace or repair promise for the device. And what it means that Micromax has selected some tier metros and tier 1 cities wherein you can provide the device for any major repair or complaints, and the company will repair it in 24 hours time. And if they are not able to repair the device in 24-hour time, what they will do is replace the device in the next 48 hours. So that's something really good. Micromax is intending to change the service quality of the device, and something Micromax has done really good in this with this device. More details on the 24-hour replace or repair promise is available on the Micromax Canvas website. So you can refer to the terms and conditions. But Micromax is definitely doing something better in terms of the service quality. So now we have talked about almost all aspects of this phone. So how good is the device for a price of 999? So we would say Micromax has done a good job with the Canvas Infinity, be it the display, the software, and the promise upgrade, and the service quality, and the cameras are pretty good on this device. The build quality is also pretty good for a phone in the 10K price segment. But it's not a really perfect device. There are some room for improvement, especially in the software side. We mentioned some apps pushing out notifications and auto installing of apps are and minor annoyances. Other than that, the battery performance is not a stellar one, and heavy gaming was lagging on this device. Micromax Canvas Infinity is a great device to buy in the sub 10K price point if you're looking for immersive experience with the display, watching movies, and also the cameras are quite good. Overall, it's a good well-built package in this price segment. So that's all guys with the detailed review of the Micromax Canvas Infinity. This device will go on sale on 1st of September on Amazon. So if you plan to buy this device, we'll share the link in the description of this video. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.